Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
It's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means the boys are at New Mexico Pinion Coffee on 4th Street. Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Wow, just rub it in, huh?
Wow. Back at the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio is one Robert Gibson. Robert, I mean, you even turn the lights on, or what's up?
Yeah, they're on. They're on.
Okay,
I even have clothes on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Notice Robert not joining us on Comcast Channel 26 today. He is the silent one. He is the silent.
Oh,
He's here.
So you're saying I could have been naked. Got you.
I mean, waist down.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
always. If you are with us on Comcast Channel 26, we're busty boys. We go bust up. That's kind of our look. That's our thing. We're at the Pinion Coffee House. We'll be here all day. We're taking donations for Locker 505. Bring your stuff. Bring your stuff for kids, and we'll give you a discount. So bring your clothing items. It is 10% off for a discount to New Mexico Pinion Coffee. It is 25% off if you bring a high necessity item, which is underwears, Van. We're doing undergarments.
Drawers for pores.
Wow.
Like poor kids, or what do you mean? You mean pores for drawers?
Pores of caffeine.
Okay, that's
specifically
all right.
delicious New Mexico Pinion coffee.
All right, so pores of coffee for drawers.
Correct.
Okay, I like that. That's not bad at all. Which is did you just come up with that right now?
Yeah, on the spot. I'm pretty good at this.
All right, that's not bad at all. To me, though, we'll be here. So we'll be here till 7 o'clock. We're going to be hanging out, talking sports. But really, we'll only be here till 6 o'clock. We have a fun interview with Nicole Dixon. She is the new head softball coach at UNM. I was able to catch up with her yesterday and kind of talk about the program and what's going on. How do you feel about blends for boxers? Is that a good one?
Oh, that's a pretty good one,
Yeah.
too. But we need, I think, drawers is more wide-ranging. It could be anything.
Pores for drawers. Because I would have went pores for panties.
Drawers for pores.
No,
you give drawers, you get pores.
I think whenever you say it backwards, it's wrong.
Pores for drawers.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You get a pour if you bring your drawers.
Yeah. You can drop your drawers here with us.
I think. Please don't.
That's
illegal.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's
you already can't go 50 feet near a Chuck E. Cheese.
The latte.
What's next?
Lattes for long johns.
Average.
I don't know. I kind of like that one.
We could do better.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good one.
I love alliteration, so I'm a mark for alliteration.
Yeah. Smoothies for swim trunks. That one didn't work.
Nah,
that did not
now
work.
you're going
Thongs
downhill.
for tea.
What?
Wow.
Why do you keep saying it backwards? You say the coffee thing first.
No, you bring in the underwear, then they give you the
No. We're not taking from or giving to, so it's our thing first. So the thing that we are giving you, we're giving you grounds. We're giving you grounds for garments.
Okay. Undergarments.
Yeah, but
not just any garment.
Just trying to stick with alliteration.
Okay.
But the way it's like you're taking.
Well, I want to make sure you got the drawers first.
Okay.
Before I give you the pores.
So, long story short, come and drop your drawers here at New Mexico Pinion Coffee.
Please don't do that.
What am I saying wrong?
Drop off.
Yes.
Yeah, you're leaving a word out.
That's very important.
Okay.
A run-on sentence in this situation is fine. As long as we clarify, don't expose yourself to the lovely people of New Mexico Pinion Coffee.
We need more punctuation is what we need. David Carl will join us today. He will join us at 5 o'clock talking about the big United game tonight as they are home against L.A. You remember this was rained out, man. It was a little rainy boy. And then it's kind of an interesting scenario for the United tonight. If they win and El Paso loses, which, by the way, if there is a God, that will happen.
Yeah.
If God is real.
I mean, obviously God is real. You saw the 9th inning of the Astros game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next, JC's dad. Turn your attention to the New Mexico United because we need 3 and they need 0.
I don't like what you're doing. I don't like where you're taking the great underdog story that is New Mexico United, like trying to sneak into the playoffs, like not necessarily the best team in the league by any means, but they got the most grit, they got the most constitution, the fellowship is through the roof. Their involvement, not just an investment, not just in themselves and each other, but the community that they're in, and Somos Unidos and the proud push that is this organization. And you're comparing them to the hated and deranged and terrible Houston Astros.
The fan group's literally called The Curse. We need to reverse the curse here, brother.
So stupid. So dumb, stupid. Robert, podcast was good last night. Good job.
Thank you. We try to put out a great product, adult product.
Okay. Producer back at ProView Networks, Adrian, has a suggestion.
Okay.
What's that?
This one is of the Spanish persuasion.
Okay.
And I think he misspelled it, but I think what he's going for is café for chones. It's coffee for underwear, Fred. I will translate for you.
That is very good.
Yeah, that's real good.
Chones. Yeah.
505-246-0610. Give us. We need a tagline. We need a hot tagline.
Also, he says if Buck wants to log on, he can zoom in with us.
Okay, so whenever you're ready to do that, Robert, I don't know what technology you have in front of you. It's okay.
That's not happening.
Moving forward, we will work on
Yeah, we got to do that beforehand. That's not an on-the-fly thing.
Yeah. No, got a little caught up today, didn't we? Also caught up is one Devontae Adams.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, misdemeanor assault, boys. Now, obviously, you two have both looked at that charge before. I mean, you can get out of it.
Yeah, I got all mine dropped. It's pretty easy.
Robert, you still being haunted by some of that stuff? Or
No,
you doing all right?
not at all.
Does this make him a certified raider?
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you. This is his welcoming Matt to being a Raider.
Welcome to the Raiders, Devontae.
Yeah, we got our guy.
Yeah.
That's him.
You may have a losing record,
Yeah.
but now you have a police record.
Yes.
So welcome to the Raiders.
Here's the broadcast. Carr drops back deep, looks down the right sideline. He hits Devontae in a streak. Oh, my, it's 17 to the end zone. And then Van says, it's actually 17 to life, Fred. That's what Devontae is looking at here. Misdemeanor assault in Kansas City. No longer invited to Arthur Bryant's. They asked him
Devontae won't be making any one-handed catches soon because he'll be in handcuffs and his hands will be linked together.
Well, I don't know. The way he catches the ball, he can catch anything, man.
Does he need it? Does he need it?
Exactly.
If you're in Cleveland, you can hit a guy with your helmet, be perfectly fine. If you're in Kansas City and you limp wrist push a guy into the ground, you're done for. You're catching misdemeanor assaults. You are paying out what I believe will be 6 digits. It's got to be, right?
Oh, it's going to be a huge payout.
Yeah, it's big.
Huge payout.
He's going to go a milli flat, right?
It might be more than that.
You think it's more than a milli?
I think
A
so.
milli is
Boys, I'm thinking like
get out of jail.
No,
$1 million.
$250K, something simple.
Nah.
New camera.
Also, he's
That's a part of the deal. That's a part of the deal. A Polaroid and $1 million.
A new camera every
A
year.
new camera a year.
A Polaroid and $1 million.
Sponsored by Canon.
We were talking about this when it happened, where this is that cliche, I'm sorry I overreacted, let me apologize moment.
Yeah.
And because he didn't, that's why it's so bad.
He literally apologized in the moment.
No, he apologized afterwards on
Minutes.
social media.
Once he got to his locker room, he pulled out his cell phone and tweeted that he felt horrible.
Me and you and Robert have all been to either concerts or sporting events or New Mexico State fairs where you've accidentally just two-hand pushed a stranger out of the frustration of losing a carnival game, a big game.
Fred, it was
Wait a
the
minute.
mosh pit of a metal concert.
Wait a minute.
We were all doing it.
I feel like I missed my opportunity to get paid. You remember?
Yes, you have.
Yes, you remember. We were at
What
Crypto.
Warren Moon did to you.
No, Crypto.com. Going into the restroom, who came out?
Jake
and we
Paul.
all. Yes, I should have just fell
Yes.
out right there.
I don't know how.
I was too agile and moved out of the way.
Let me paint the picture for the friend of the show that might not be aware. So the three of us are at a Halsey and Machine Gun Kelly concert.
Don't even. Why'd you
Weird
tell him that
sentence.
part?
Okay.
Why did you tell
Me
him
and
that
Robert,
part?
me and Robert, it was against our will.
Yes,
You were at the concert.
you were there.
Halsey was headlining.
Yeah.
And the night before, we had gone to a Laker game. We're in back-to-back nights at the Crypto.com arena. Do they still have that naming rights? Because they never really put up a sign, right?
Nah, I don't know.
So we're in like a upper level whatever deal. We're at like an upper level deal. So we're going to like what I would call the not so public bathroom. Like it's public, but it's like
It's exclusive. Like,
and then rolling 6 deep,
6-ish deep.
6-ish deep.
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
I don't remember exactly how many, because I was also 6-ish deep.
Yes.
Of beers.
yeah, that's the only way we could survive that concert.
And Jake Paul comes out of the bathroom doing a Vince McMahon style walk. And like if you're not a WWE guy, a guy named Conor McGregor stole this walk.
Yeah.
So he's doing that walk out of the bathroom, and either it was dark and he didn't see Rob, which is a strong possibility.
And he's like 7 foot tall.
Usually people make that walk on the way to the bathroom, not coming out.
Normally people make
Yes.
that walk the other way. I agree. But yeah, no, he basically stole one to you, Robert. I can't believe you're even in this moment still mentally and physically okay.
I should be owning this show. Man.
You can't go around just shoving people. Like, you can't have an existence where you go around shoving people. And we know about misdemeanor crimes. I was thinking Missy Elliott for a second.
Yeah.
That's the only misdemeanor I'm a fan
Thank you.
of.
You have to go back to Kansas City and do like a court date. There's a whole production to it. Like, the travel alone is gonna cost you. Like,
You don't think they're going to let him Zoom?
no.
They'll let him Zoom in.
I bet you this. I bet you look up whatever the Las Vegas Raiders bye week is, and that's when he's gonna have his court appearance. I will bet you they do that for certain. And they won't like reach out to him and be like they're just gonna set it for that date. That way he has to come. I promise you. That is
smart.
an interdivisional,
Yeah.
like local muni government thing to do that. And what will probably end up happening is he'll settle the week of before and the whole thing will get
Oh,
dismissed,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But I like that. I like the energy around it. So that's the legal stuff from the world. But what's the NFL do, right? Because the NFL has to do something.
Yeah, you can't just have your players shoving cameramen after every game because they're throwing a little hissy fit because they didn't win. Imagine if linebackers started doing this, or defensive linemen.
We are talking about the
Devontae's-
NFL, though.
Air quotes only a wide receiver. Think if Aaron Donald would have pushed him, they'd still be peeling him off the wall.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald's already done something crazy in the preseason. Nothing happened to him.
Yeah, almost tried to kill a guy with a helmet.
Yeah.
That's because the NFL can't police the preseason. It has to be your own team.
Albert Hainsworth.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
right.
Season,
That's right.
though.
That's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Regular season, the NFL's in control of.
Here's the official. So it's a muni misdemeanor. It's not a state misdemeanor. Okay?
Okay.
So be clear on that. This is Kansas City proper, not the state of Missouri.
Check.
Got it.
Okay.
So the penalty for this carries a fine of $250 all the way up to $1,000,
Ooh, not civilly.
or up to 180 days in jail, or both. So, first of all,
What?
$250 or half a year in jail.
How does that equal out, man?
You know what I currently have? $250. You know what I don't have? Half a year to hang out in jail.
I can't wait for the judge to show up to sentencing in a Mahomes jersey.
Yeah.
Just like the gavel's shaped like a football.
All right, Rob, you watch a lot of people's court. We're gonna put you right now in the judge position. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Give out the sentence.
Okay. Give out the sentence
What
to
is the
Devontae Adams.
Yeah. What is the sentence to Devontae Adams?
Okay. Since I'm a Chargers fan, it's the duration of his contract.
Pretty good, actually. and he has to write a letter of apology to the Chiefs,
Yes.
to the cameraman,
Yes.
to help me fill in other blanks. Just all kinds of letters of apology. And he has to write them in the same flavor that he did the tweet.
I hope you guys
So at
see
the
this.
end- yeah, I hope this hits home.
Judge Robert is going to give him 180 days, but you don't serve them consecutively. You only serve them on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Nice.
Wait, no, I got one. You serve your sentence by playing for the Chargers.
That's
For the duration of your contract. There we go.
If they really want to punish him, just make him stay in Vegas his whole career.
Oh, man, that's good.
See?
Got to kick him off the tour. That's how I feel. Get rid of him. But for real, no. It was a stupid decision. He'll catch a game from the NFL. Does that sound right?
He'll get 2.
Yeah,
They'll appeal. It'll be 1.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Van. He'll get 2. They'll do that whole thing and cut it in half.
And then there will also be a bunch of like weird drastic changes to sideline stuff. So it'll be like if you're credentialed sideline, this is the new rules. And there you're going to end up seeing a lot of, hey, like Randy Johnson's like a photographer now. Like I don't know if you know this, but like you'll end up seeing a bunch of like weird tape around the field. You'll end up seeing a lot of NFL officials, quote unquote, holding people back. It's going to be a whole different dumb energy at a football field because Davante Adams is the dumbest.
I wonder how often this happens historically and just not caught on camera.
There we go. That's what a lot of these stories are. Just cameras are there catching it.
Because a lot of people, like you see the sideline guy, boom, gets trucked by somebody running out of bounds. You see, security isn't paying attention and gets knocked over by a guy running off the field. Stuff like this happens all the time. But in this instance, it's specifically a cameraman wildly in the way gets pushed to the ground by a player.
It is a real thing that Randy Johnson is a professional photographer now.
He has been since the second he retired.
Yeah, for a long time.
He's an accomplished photographer.
He's like the one guy you don't mess with, though, on the sideline, right? Like the big unit. Devontae, Randy's like, mess around and find out. He's like, I keep a baseball in my back pocket. Like,
Randy Johnson.
I'd like to see Davante Adams try that with me.
like those guys that do like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or MMA fighting or whatever, and they're like, if I kill you, I'll go to jail. Like I'm a registered weapon, and you're like, if anyone kills anyone,
they go to jail.
They go to jail.
You're not special.
But that's Randy. You're not special. That's the big unit with a baseball in his hand. He's like, I got a baseball right here. If I kill you with this, I go to jail. It's like, what? Yes, Randy, you do. Just like everyone else who would kill anyone with a baseball.
Right. My fists are registered weapons.
Yeah.
The punishment's worse for me.
What does that even mean?
Nope.
So stupid.
It's just assault.
Ask Davante Adams.
Yeah.
When we get back, Major League Baseball talk, including historic comebacks last night. Dodgers, how can you be in midseason form in the postseason? Like, it's
easy.
They're unreal.
Easy.
We'll hit on that as well. And then we're going to sit down with Locker 505, talk a little bit about what they got going on. They got a couple fundraisers coming up. They had a big trivia last week that we were not able to make due to dumb circumstance at the Balloon Fiesta and weather. God was not on our side that day.
No,
not at all.
No.
Mother Nature? God, what's the difference? Mother Nature. God's busy. He's doing other stuff. Mother Nature handles weather.
Yeah, God's handling sports.
Yeah. Very good. 2 Men On live from the mobile John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinion Coffee. We play on Team I-9. Start our days at the YMCA of Central Mexico. We eat lunch basically every day. Every day we eat lunch. We find 1 or 2 days a week to go down to 6 Diner. We have a little lunch down there. Enjoy it with the boys. Belly up to the cafe. Belly up to the counter there. Do the whole thing. You like seats? You like booths?
I do.
I'm
a booth guy.
I am not a booth guy.
You're too big for booths.
Too big. I'm too tall.
So when me and normal people go have dinner, we sit in booths.
When me and you have dinner, we sit at high tops.
Correct.
Because I cannot. I'm too tall. Too tall for that. Every weekend's for New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller Vodka. You already know. And then join your boys on Monday nights at Howie's Sports Page. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Traffic right now, northbound I-25 continues to be.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We
drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats.
Okay, we're back on the program. Our friend Christina runs the Mexico Opinion Coffee. She was just over here during the break. And this is a little inside baseball. If you're a friend of the show and you're at Howie's on Monday, you're going to get this. If not, whatever. So Robert had become very angered with me, Van, at Howie's.
Oh, really? So like a normal day?
So we're at Howie's, and what's the most PC way to say what I'm about to say? Robert and I, we roll in different groups. So Robert has a set of friends that I don't necessarily know outside of him.
Right.
And I have a set of friends that Robert doesn't necessarily know outside of me.
Wildly different melanin levels.
Wildly different melanin levels.
Let's say that.
That's so a
great.
lot of yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so a lot of Robert's brothers start showing up, and whenever they show up,
not like 23andMe brothers.
No,
not at all.
Okay.
So, and and by the way, we are in the entertainment world. We're a little bit in the sports world. We're in that culture where a lot of the people in Robert's life, they dab it up. So it's like there's a handshake, and then there's like a rotation of the wrist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's like
I know all of them.
There's like you know them all.
Or you might get the bro hug. You might get that.
You might get that.
I almost always do the bro hug.
Yeah, which is very smart.
I'm a compassionate person.
Safe.
I want to make sure that you know that you're appreciated and loved.
It's like Sami Zayn and Jey Uso.
I don't know what that means.
That's exactly what it is.
It's a very cool handshake.
Are those more wrestlers?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So, whenever all of Robert's friends were showing up at Howie's, instead of going for a handshake, because I traditionally go for the Midwest punctual
just
white guy handshake.
Shake it, squeeze it,
Yeah.
go about your business.
He has the handshake of where he's going to interview you for a job right after the handshake.
Yes, exactly. Fred has the handshake of a father whose daughter's going out on the first date.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like all of Robert's friends are like, bop it, twist it, pull it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yank it, crank it.
Yeah.
He don't. Yeah. The coordination is not there all the time.
Not there.
Yeah.
For me. So what I started to do Monday night was I would go in, I would take my fizzers, I would take my fingers, and I would do the scissor from like Joey Gladstone, like cut it out from Full House.
Or like the scissor from
Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, good one. That's a way better example.
Yeah,
Thank
I know.
you.
Yeah.
Mine was hyper niche.
I do this for a living.
So whenever people would come up, I would present them with my spread scissored fingers.
Correct.
And then Robert did not have a belief that his people would scissor me back.
Let me down.
Say it
man.
like that.
Let me down.
And to the 100 percentile,
yes,
all of the brothers
correct
scissored your boy.
100% of them scissored you.
I got
But-
scissored.
Yes.
But fusion on the faces, but they still did it.
Yeah.
So Christina from Walker 505,
No.
when she walks up,
No.
I, out of just reflex, comes back with a half heart motion
Yeah.
of bent fingers. I said, I've been outdone.
Right.
So I believe scissoring may be dead to me now.
Robert, you're going to love this. When she walked up and did that, I thought she was throwing up crips.
That's why I thought she was throwing us crips.
Throwing up gang signs.
Too good.
Oh, man.
CK. No, Crip Killa, excuse me. CK.
Yeah, CK.
CKing it up over here.
Oh.
So long story short, that's how Yordan Alvarez hit the walk-off in the bottom of the ninth against the Seattle Mariners. That's the whole point we were trying to get to.
He was the third run. He was the winning run.
Mm-hmm.
There are two people in Major League Baseball this year.
Here we go.
Who have an OPS over 1,000.
Will you mute us?
One of them is Aaron Jones. The other,
Who's Aaron Jones?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Aaron Judge. And the other one is Yordan Alvarez.
He kills me with the alphabet
two best
soup.
hitters. The two best hitters in baseball this year. Two men on.
That's us.
That's a good name for a show. Write that down. Two men on. Yordan Alvarez up.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy who hasn't relieved one inning in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
The manager says, give me that guy. Hey, the guy who takes an hour to warm up, who comes in the ninth inning, yeah, give me that guy. The guy who hasn't pitched an inning of relief all year, yeah, give me that guy. The guy, by the way, who has the worst OPS plus against the Astros in all of baseball. He's literally the worst player to pitch against the Astros. No one handed Scott Servais, Seattle's manager, the stat sheet that said, whatever you do, don't pitch Robbie Ray against the Astros. Who does he go to? Robbie Ray, and he puts one right down the cock.
Right.
Parks it somewhere in between Houston and Dallas.
So
I'm not sure where it landed.
There's such a thing as a no-doubter, and then there's what Yordan Alvarez did. Because it's more than a no-doubter.
Yes.
Off the bat.
Yeah.
The trajectory off the bat. I started yelling like a maniac while the ball was still in the air.
Correct.
Yes.
You knew
100%.
Before, you know how the camera cuts away from that over the shoulder of the pitcher to the ball?
Yes.
Yordan Alvarez had already turned to the bullpen, sorry.
Dugout.
The dugout. Started to celebrate before he was a full step out of the batter's box.
That is correct.
Well, see, I thought he was just
Everyone knew
gonna.
it.
I thought he was just gonna forget about rounding the bases and just walk home.
I literally thought that.
I was like, does he not know he
Like
has
men's
to go?
league softball.
Yes. I wish they would have let
Yeah.
him do it because that's how hard he hit the ball.
If you don't like that last night in Major League Baseball playoffs, like if you don't like that moment where Yordan Alvarez chasing two is the winning run at the plate and hits a ball deep over the right center field to put the best team in baseball up, then you don't like Mariners baseball.
Well, then you're not a real Mariners fan.
Yeah, you don't get it.
When Mariners went up 7-3, there's no, we got this.
No.
Mariners fan is like, oh, how are we going to ruin this one?
Well, we'll find a way. And they were like, no, you'll find a Robbie Ray. That's what will happen.
Nice.
Good one.
Thank you. This builds them very well.
That has only happened 4 times in the history of baseball, by the way.
What has?
A 2-out walk-off postseason homer to change the outcome of the game. Of course, you know
The
Kirk
last
Gibson.
one. Yeah, Kirk Gibson.
88 World
On 2
Series.
bad knees.
Yes. 86, Lenny Dykstra. 93, Joe Carter. This is the 4th time in the history of baseball that has occurred. You would think that happens more often, but it does not.
Well, what's crazy about you saying is you would think that happens more often is I'm telling you when he came up to the plate with 2 men on against Robbie Ray, that is the most predictable outcome of all of the outcomes. He was not going to roll one over up the middle.
Yeah.
He was not going to strike out. He was not going to hit like a deep fly. And this is literally the only outcome that could have happened.
If the manager was worth his weight in leather, he throws an intentional walk, loads the bases, and deals with the next batter. Yordan Alvarez was the 2nd best hitter in all of baseball, and you're going to pipe fastballs down the middle to this guy? Foolish. But also, as an Astros fan, thank you.
The Mariners were 69-1 when leading entering the 8th inning in the regular season. That was the best record in baseball. Yordan said, I'll be the one. So, sorry, boys.
Playoff baseball, baby.
Hey, you know
Gotta
what? I
love it.
My name's Yordan Alvarez, and I'd love to keep you at 69.
Nice. Sweet. Nice.
You know what he should
When are we
change his
back?
license plate to? Bedroom
Can't wait.
69.
Love it.
There's some punchlines that need explanation, but I'm not going to give that one. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Kelly Blue Book.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving.
Live in New Mexico Opinion Coffee, we're at the 4th Street location. We got some fun guests joining us. Kim Kirshen of Locker 505. Kim, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Just put that in front of your face. You're the best. And you brought with you Vanessa Anderson. She's the PT manager at Sports and Wellness. As you guys got a fun event going on. It's the Dawn of the Deadlift van. Dawn of the Deadlift. Is that correct?
Yes, Dawn of the Deadlifts. That is correct.
Okay, so what it is you have to wake up first thing in the morning while you're dead ass tired, and then it dawns on you that this was a bad idea, but you end up getting to help a lot of kids. That's correct. Did I break that down correctly?
Pretty much.
Perfect.
It's up to you if you want to wake up at dawn, but we start at 10.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You get to sleep in a bit.
People, that's dawn. I'm just saying.
So tell us a little bit more about it. Give me all the details. How can people come out to Sports and Wellness and help, and how is French Funeral Homes involved?
Well, French Funeral Homes and Cremations is sponsoring this event, along with Lifting Large. Lifting Large is a local lifting gear shop out in Corrales. We started this last year. We had the idea we wanted to do a deadlift competition, and we came up with Dawn of the Deadlifts. And I started looking for what charity could we help. And I don't even remember how, but we came upon Locker 505, and it was a great, fun, successful event. And so we are doing our second annual Dawn of the Deadlifts. It is a fun competition. So whether you're a serious competitor, power lifter, strongman, or just someone who likes to work out and wants to come get up on the platform and show us your 1 rep max.
What? I only have to do 1?
Well, you do get 3 attempts, but if you want to do the 1, you're all right.
Hey, how many pounds did you do?
Look at my legs.
So I didn't quite get you there, Van. Which one are you
So
on?
I've got some great trainers
All right, so Van,
at Sports and Wellness that can help you.
well, let's put this out there. How many can you do? What deadlift can you do?
What's deadlift?
Conventional or sumo, because both are allowed.
Oh!
Whenever you're ready, Van.
Okay. I would probably do conventional.
Nice.
Yeah, because I don't think when you have the body like I do, you can't attach sumo to anything I do.
Great,
Van, I have a question. Van. Can you do your body weight?
Deadlift?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I could bench my body weight because my body weight's so low, it's quite easy to do.
That's the thing you think you have the skill set for.
Yeah. Correct.
So to me, like obviously, I would do it like in a comedic style. I would do 69 pounds. Like that's what I would do.
Nice.
I think I'm very
Of course
funny.
you would.
You
Like,
should come out.
that's-
Do it.
I think I'm still barred from Sports and Wellness. I don't know if I'm allowed back in yet.
Yeah, what's the statute
I
of
don't know.
limitations?
There's a lot of rules on all of that. I don't know if they ever.
Well,
I'll
so
be there.
costumes are encouraged.
Yes.
So
So you can disguise yourself.
Just show up in a Jason Voorhees mask, do my thing. But you did say it's in year 2, and then so what is the rub though? What is the donation? How do you get in? How do you support Locker 505 through it?
So you get onto ironpodium.com and just enter Donna the Deadlifts, and that's how you're going to register. Now, if you register by the 15th, you get the early bird registration. If you wait till after, you're paying $10 more. So it's $25 to enter the competition. It comes with a T-shirt. One of our local high school kids from La Cueva did that art. Isn't that cool? That zombie?
Oh, okay. We'll put that.
Yeah,
we'll
an
put this on.
up-and-coming artist, Lauren Winder,
Okay,
has done the art for us.
We'll put this on the social media,
Thank
and you
you.
can find that at Talk ABQ. And what it is, it's October the 29th, starts at 10 a.m.
Right.
You show up, you get real strong for 1 minute, and then you win what? What is the prize?
Well, I've got some trophies.
Okay.
Lifting Large has donated a gift certificate, and so all the competitors are going to get their names entered into a raffle. So you could walk away with not only bragging rights, but knowing where you're at and maybe a gift certificate for lifting gear.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's
Well, and then feeling good about yourself because you help Locker 505 and help some kids.
And we're
That's the really
reaching-
important part.
Oh, this helps 505?
Oh, okay. We
Yes.
didn't even know.
Oh,
This
I'm
is-
into that. I thought it
Wow.
helps French's cremation.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
no.
so sorry. So sorry. So French is.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
Lord.
Oh, man, I panicked. I went, oh, God. What did I...
See, I've been with them too long. I know where they're going. I've been working with them.
Open,
I should be looking at you.
open to the public for all levels. There will
It's
be
for all
food trucks.
levels.
There's a raffle. What is that? What are we raffling off?
I've got prizes from Chakra Salon,
Okay.
from Sensi, free sessions with some of my amazing personal trainers at River Point Sports and Wellness. I've got a bottle of wine. I've got various prizes. You buy a ticket, 100% this goes to benefiting Locker 505. So from the vendors who are coming out, and I still have space if you're a vendor, from the vendors coming out, they're paying a fee to be there. That goes to Locker 505. Buying raffle tickets to win a prize goes to Locker 505. So, yes, come out, see where you're at, and help Locker 505.
You can connect with Vanessa V. Anderson at wellbridge.com. Reach out to her if you have any questions, concerns, or want to be a part of the project. We miss anything?
I don't believe so.
Not
I
so
don't
bad?
think so.
Sound good?
No, that
Sound
we
good?
just appreciate people like Vanessa coming out and, helping us with, supporting the kids and stuff. We can't do it without businesses like you guys, Two Men On and River Point. It makes it possible.
What do we have to do to get all these participants to also bring a brand new unopened package of underwears? What do we have to do? How do we put that personal call to action out for everyone?
Because that's a big need right now.
Well, we're going to have bins out, so
Can we do another
show up.
raffle ticket? Can they get a
absolutely.
a 2-for-1 raffle ticket?
Ooh, I
or
like that.
something?
Buy
That's a
one.
great
You
idea.
get two.
Smart.
All right, put that out officially. That's our
Okay.
idea. We call it.
Okay.
All right, got it.
It's all yours.
Got it.
It's all yours. I'll stand back.
Vanessa Anderson, the PT manager at the River Point Sports and Wellness. That's the one on Paseo del Norte and Cures.
Yes.
Yes.
Cures.
You Midwesterners.
It's on Cures.
Yes.
It's pretty nice. Got a cool outdoor pool. I did a polar plunge in it one time.
Does
Yes,
it
we
get
do
cold
that every
enough?
year.
It got. I don't know. Ask me about my manhood. It was-
One year, there was a layer of ice
Yeah.
that we had to break apart so that they could jump in.
That's
so
my
it does.
jam right there.
Yeah.
Ice
Oh,
bath.
you guys are nuts.
The-
Oh, I love it. It feels so good.
Well, and after I got out, I did the continue to swim on the concrete move that Vince McMahon did when he was being sprayed with the Coors Light truck from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay. This is your second Vince McMahon reference in this
I'm
show.
doing very good.
We're not even through the first hour.
Kim, anything we missed with Locker 505 this week? Anything going on?
No, we just, this October's going on right now, so any of the fire stations you can drop off socks, and again, Albuquerque, Bernalillo, and Rio Rancho fire departments are all participating in that, and we thank them all for that. That's awesome.
Love everything about it. Kim, thank you so very much. Vanessa,
you.
thank you so very much. When we get back, more sports and sports-adjacent content. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company. Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style roofing tops them all.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
My bad, Robert. Did I miss it?
You're back.
All right, back at it. I'm sorry. We were talking shop. Van, you're here with me?
It's good to be back.
All right. Makes sense with us to have such a late comeback there because that's what the Astros did yesterday.
Oh, God. I've watched that walk-off probably 40 times.
It's unacceptable.
I sent it to about 20 people who I know would appreciate it.
We're not going to talk about the
And I
Phillies.
sent it to about 10 people who I know wouldn't appreciate it.
David Carl will join us at 5 o'clock. You know, he's all about that New Mexico United life. But we'll also talk about the Phillies for a little bit because I deserve this.
I think Bryce Harper is probably going to hit about 500, about 800 on base percentage, 2 homers a game.
Can you save it? I don't know why you're stretching this into 2 segments. Like I don't know why you're trying to do your boy so dirty like this.
What do you mean? Who do they play? They play somebody in the first round? Is it upsetting you in some way?
Wow. The disrespect.
I don't understand. Should we unpackage this?
Robert, when's the Dodgers' first pitch? Is it 6:30 tonight?
I believe it is 6:30.
What do you do against Betts, Turner, Freeman, Smith, Muncy, Turner, Lux, Thompson, Bellinger? Like, what do you do? Number 9, double leadoff in this lineup is Cody freaking Bellinger?
He's a shell of himself, but you have an MVP in the 9 hole.
Oh.
Undefeated, baby. I'm calling it. Sweeping the entire
11-0
playoffs.
this was-
Yep.
Hey, the thing, though, about that sweep you're talking about, it's supposed to be a rain delay today.
Mm-hmm.
Might get all messed up. Might mess up the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Because the Padres need a break after what happened to them.
Urias was on fire at the beginning of the game, and then the Padres kind of figured him out.
Right.
They were taking pitches. They were hitting them the other way. They were taking what he was giving them, basically. And the Dodgers yanked him early. Like, they did not need to take him out of the game at that time. But I think Dave Roberts just had a feeling that the Padres were figuring him out in real time and pulled him early, which ended up being a really smart move because they didn't gain any more momentum once the bullpen came in.
I don't know if it might just be that much too soon for the Padres.
Well, they're not at their full power.
Well, sure.
No Tatis Jr., and you know they're going to spend money in the offseason again, so they're going to come back even stronger. But this is a team that is talented top to bottom as well. They're not playing at their full health or strength, the Padres are a good baseball team.
Anybody?
Bob, did you find like? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say anybody else. I would pick the Padres. To be honest, it's just they cannot do anything with the Dodgers. We've seen it the entire season.
To me, what was interesting is when you're up 5-rip, and then they gave up the big 3-run inning. Dodger and Dodger fan and Dodger Nation, they don't get antsy. They don't get sweaty palms.
No.
Like, and Robert, I know you were doing the podcast last night, so maybe you didn't get to watch it live. But as you're taking in the game, you don't there. Was it the 5th or the 6th or whatever it was? The 5th.
Mm-hmm.
You don't in the 5th go, oh no, here they come.
No.
Because you're in cruise control. By the way, when you don't play Craig Kimbrell, you should be in cruise control.
well,
Craig Kimbrell, who didn't even make the roster. Hey, the Dodgers and Yankees closers are not on either one of their rosters. That is crazy.
Well, I'm going to go back to what Fred was talking about. Dodger fan does not get nervous until tonight when Kershaw pitches.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time. That's when the nervousness creeps in.
Clayton Kershaw does not do it in the playoffs.
At all.
Period.
Well, Dodger fan didn't have the ability to get nervous in the 5th inning last night because they didn't show up until the 6th inning. They weren't there yet.
Right. Very true. Nobody was there.
Kershaw has a couple of big L's in the playoffs. He's choked it away a few times, but he's also got some gems.
Nah, I don't want to hear about them.
But if the game, I don't either. Because I even think like if the game catches a rain delay, then you're like, oh, we already put Clayton through the motions and the warm ups and we'll just bump him.
Yep,
yeah.
And that's exactly what you do.
Yeah, because if late in the series, if it gets to the point where you have to against the Padres, bring him out of the bullpen to get one thing or what, fine, cool. But he is a number 2 guy on your team in the playoffs is so terrifying to me.
The Dodgers have like 11 number 2 starters.
Yeah.
Walker Buehler's gone. Gonsolin, who if he stayed healthy would have won the Cy Young, he's gone. But then they got like 8 more number 2 starters. Urias, stud. Kershaw, all-time great. These guys just keep going and going.
To be honest, I wouldn't even start Kershaw tonight. I wouldn't have put him here. I'm serious.
You just want the certainty.
Yes, exactly.
Dave Roberts just uses Clayton Kershaw as his loogie.
Pretty much.
What's up with that Oregon player?
Dude.
The man.
The Dodgers Oregon player
Dieter Ruel
is elite. Hey.
Make it make sense to me.
Chris Taylor was closing the game. Excuse me, Chris Martin was closing the game, and he kept playing Coldplay songs after every out.
Yes.
It is hilarious. He smoothly transitions in between like a hype beginning of the inning banger into like a song making fun of the player up at the bat. It's so smooth. He is genius level organist. No one in the major leagues has one as good as him. I don't know if it's a LA thing or a Hollywood thing, music industry thing. Somebody wants to just be next to the greatness that is Vin Scully, but they got an elite organist, and it's not even close.
Trey Turner produces runs. Mac Muncy produces runs. Will Smith produces runs. Gavin Lux produces runs.
Thompson.
Will Myers, who used to be a Padre, who used to be a Ray.
Will Myers is a Padre.
Oh, I'm sorry. Backwards. My bad. Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But to me,
he's the best out of the Will Smiths, I think.
Now
he
think
is.
that for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I used to have the Braves reliever on top, but he kind of fell off. And then once the Braves reliever fell off, I put the rapper and actor at number 1.
You introduced Will Smith as a rapper first?
And then now, and he was a rapper before he's an actor.
Okay.
Nobody does that.
Come on, man. Chronologically, rapper, actor, Will Smith. Then I had to load up the catcher after the slap thing. So now Dodgers catcher Will Smith is Will Smith number 1. Unless there's another really cool Will Smith I don't know about.
Let's go to break. Whenever we get back, David Carl joins us because the New Mexico United are about to shore up a playoff spot tonight. Cannot wait. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. DeLeon delivers. And that one's hit to where it won't be caught. He hit that one so high that he touched base before it touched the ground. Puts that one into right, and it's going to travel a little bit all the way to the scoreboard and over. And I told you he's a competitor. That one's hit deep into left. Oh, wee. The new pitchers. And that one's hit into deep left, and it's not going to be catchable. Hit deep into right center. That is a home run. 3 of them in one swing for the home team. Big swing there, and the bat gets away. Here's the delivery. Got him looking. Up the middle. 4-6-3. And out of the inning are the Cowboys as Van Curler comes in and he erases any threat that could have been there. That one's hit into right center. I think he got it. Kuhn over the fence. Solo shot. Playing some of the reserves today. Right at second and doubled off in time at first.
Following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThread.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On.
And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
But also David Carl. What's up with New Mexico United? They got to play a makeup game tonight because they rained out a game because LA was too afraid to play a game, or I'm not sure how this thing works out. Did you have Mother Nature involved?
Yeah, very much Mother Nature. You answered the question before I could. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Fred, Van, great to see you.
David Carl's back from Europe. I know that's inside baseball, but we have been here and you have been in Europe.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a honeymoon.
I'm pretty jealous.
Yeah, it was great. London, Paris, Greece. It was fun.
We were at your wedding, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Two and change.
You, I don't know how you did it because I know you well. You're the most beautiful bride on the whole planet.
That's accurate, yes.
And you, I'm going to say you deserve it, but I think I'm just being kind.
You are being kind.
Because there was, as your bride, did we talk about that publicly? Does everyone know who it is?
Go ahead. You're
okay.
fine. Yeah.
So your bride's a hard 10.
Yes.
And you are you.
Correct. Like a 3 tops.
That's generous.
Well, hold on.
I said tops.
Albuquerque 4.
Yeah, that's fair. Rest of the world 2.
So Chanel 10.
Yes.
You.
I did well in West Virginia.
That's.
Let's go Mountaineers.
That's so stupid and accurate. Oh.
But to answer your first question, as we circle back, New Mexico United playing an enormous match, one of the biggest matches in our history tonight.
The biggest.
Among the biggest, yeah.
This is Prince's biggest game.
Yeah, it is. It is. Thus far, absolutely. So why is it big, right? Why is it important? Because tonight, if El Paso Locomotive, who play at 5:30 and who we all
are garbage. Yeah.
You said it, not I.
Yeah.
They play at 5:30. If they lose, that game should be wrapping up about 10 minutes into when our game starts at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose and we win, first and foremost, we clinch a playoff spot.
Let's go.
Boom.
Let's go.
Boom.
It's that
Let's
simple.
go.
We clinch a playoff spot. If we win,
okay,
and we win on
stop saying if.
When we win,
Thank you.
And then on Saturday, repeat that feat against Colorado Springs. At that point, if San Diego, who is the second best team in the Western
Pretty
Conference, if they beat Sacramento as they should, then for the first time in the history
Don't
of
do
this
it.
club,
Don't say I can't handle the goosebumps. They're about to come.
we would host a playoff
Okay.
match.
Oh my God.
Never done it.
Robert, did
Yes.
you hear that, Robert?
Yes,
you
I
have to
did.
go to a soccer game.
You said that like there's punishment or something.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Robert's never been to a soccer game.
Well, come on out, man. So there are tickets available for tonight. There are not many available for tonight. And Saturday is going to be a complete sell.
All right.
There will not be a ticket left if you try and buy on Saturday.
Hear me out for Saturday. You give Robert United's Twitter, and you
Oh.
just let him live tweet his reactions
Oh my goodness.
to the game at the game. I'm telling you, I feel like this is a big money move we're trying to make. Here.
Robert
I
Gibson tweets, why don't they just pick up the ball and run with it?
I just said the first tweet. Oh my goodness.
They're doing it. What's it? I remember.
It's soccer, not hockey.
No,
Robert understands what's going on.
Do you remember remember that SNL skit where Let's Do That Hockey?
Yes,
I tweeted
Chance the
that.
Rapper.
So
It's hilarious.
I'm a peek behind the curtain. I'm usually the one who does the live tweets during the matches on the New Mexico United Twitter. And first tweet I ever did for live tweeting was "Let's Do That Soccer."
Yes,
And it did really well. People really liked it.
Nice.
So there you go.
Oh God, I could just see the hashtag #AlBuckKirky
Yes.
on all of them.
Yes.
I'm dying laughing. Oh,
But it's a big, big match tonight. Kickoff's at 7 o'clock, Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park. LA2 is the opponent. That match was originally supposed to be last week.
Right.
Mother Nature had other ideas.
oh, it was a monsoon.
It was a monsoon, as everybody here noticed.
Yes.
So we're playing it tonight. We're excited. Again, still some tickets available for 7 o'clock kickoff, and it's going to be a big match.
If you had a ticket to last week, how does that work?
Yeah, so if you had a ticket to last week's match, your ticket is still good for tonight. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
You bring your ticket, it'll be honored as if it was last week. If you cannot make this match, that's okay too. There's a form on our website right now. You're actually looking at it right now, Mr. Fred Slow. Go to it. Let folks know that you can't make it, and we'll get you a voucher for a future match. It's no problem.
Now, Dave, I was at the last game, and you guys played for like 5 minutes. So
Yep.
do we start 5 minutes in?
We don't. So,
Okay.
we did a total of 6 minutes. Justin Portillo got a yellow card. That's gone.
Oh,
Count anymore.
excellent.
Hey, smart.
All right.
Smart.
That's right.
Classic JP.
So, we're starting from scratch. It'll be the first minute when everything gets kicked off. It's our Hispanic Heritage Night. We're really excited about that. It's gonna be a heck of a
nice they
time.
did it twice. So,
That's right.
so I'll step away.
Yep.
Hey, I really like this stitching on the jersey. Is this like limited edition?
So this was actually custom done. There's an artist based out of London, and she does these. It's hard to describe via radio, but these
London,
these-
New Mexico.
Yeah, London, New Mexico. She does this really beautiful hand stitching on any jersey you send her. I sent her my home New Mexico United jersey, and she did these really great flowers on the shoulders. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice. Strong work.
Yeah, she's great.
This is not in the Meow Wolf shop.
Yeah, shout out to the Football Gal on Twitter.
Football Gal.
Yeah.
Good name.
About to
How'd she
follow
get that
her
domain?
right now.
Yeah, she's great. She's super talented.
How many euros was that?
That was, I think it was €80. No.
They're back to doing the pounds. They don't accept euros anymore.
They don't. Yeah,
after
so it
the
was
Brexit.
only pound in London. So I guess it was 80 pounds.
So you were just in London.
Correct.
But you were also in France, and you were also in
Greece.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Greece is, to me, I would go to Greece.
It was beautiful.
Is
Crete,
it?
Crete was incredible.
And you look fatter. Like, did you eat a lot?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A ton. And I didn't do much other than eat. I laid there, and I ate. And we explored and everything, but, like, you're on, like, we're in Paris, and we're on, like, a bus, going around, checking out, like, Notre Dame and the Eiffel Tower and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I exercised very little, and I ate a lot of really good food.
The only picture David showed me of his honeymoon was a hammock.
I was in Greece.
That's it.
Yeah, I was in Greece, just over the water hammock. It's cool. If you guys ever get a chance, honeymoons are pretty cool. You should do that.
I mean, me and Van.
We're common law married, but not like officially
Well,
married.
have you guys ever do a honeymoon?
We do a Vaniversary every year.
Oh,
that's close enough.
adorable. You should go to Greece.
Would you like to come?
I feel like that would be intruding.
I think the lovely people of Howie's will be upset that we relocated from Howie's sports page.
Every year we have our
to
Vaniversary
Greece.
at Howie's sports page.
Bring Howie's with you to Greece. I don't know what that entails.
This guy's a thinker.
I don't know. That's a lot of jail time, I think.
That's not allowed in Greece.
So while you're in Europe and you're watching the Philadelphia Phillies beat up my St. Louis Cardinals, and you're for some reason texting me directly.
No, hold on. Nope. Not letting you get away with that. You texted me first. I wasn't doing any of that. You texted me and said, I bleeping hate the Philadelphia Phillies, to which I was not going to respond. And then as soon as that last pitch went, I sent you a picture of the Gateway Arch made out of crying Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Which you deserved.
That is a great meme.
You deserved that. And then you tweeted about how our cheesesteaks are trash.
They're terrible.
Which is absolutely false. So then I responded with a South Park gif talking about your salty, delicious tears.
This is so. Here's
you deserve that as well.
Robert and Van, since you two aren't cultured, let me help you out.
Oh, wow.
So Philadelphia, not only are their cheesesteaks so bad, they're so bad that two different restaurants claim to have the best one, and they're catty corner from each other, to where you have to go down like what's this? Like
Sharks in the Jets.
Like Sharks
Who's
in
not
the
cultured? Also, who uses the term caddy corner? Go back to St. Louis.
This-
They're across the street. Come on, Fred. Come on.
It's a four-way stop, and you should stop yourself before you get to either of them, because it is not
What's the St. Louis delicacy I should be worried about?
toasted ravs. It's
toasted raviolis.
Actually, it sounds pretty good. I'm gonna be honest.
It's insanely good.
Cheesesteaks are delicious. They are delicious.
But
cheesesteak night at the United.
Do both of these Hatfield McCoy cheesesteak places?
It's
do
Geno's.
they
It's
both
Pat's and Geno's.
Pat's and Geno's?
And
Do
neither
they
one of
both
them are
put-
actually the best.
They both put cheese whiz.
You can get cheese whiz, you can get provolone, you can get mozzarella. I recommend whiz. That's the way to go. But if you want the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia, it's actually at Jim's, which is down on South Street.
Okay.
Now you know. You didn't know. Now you know.
Yeah.
What's Bryce Harper's favorite?
Good
Because that's the
question.
one I'm going
It's
to.
a good question.
I want to know. I want to know who his barber is.
Yep.
Where his
Did you
cheesesteaks
see the
is.
chain he was wearing
Okay.
today?
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. He's gonna hit 3 home runs.
What is
tonight.
this chain? I didn't see it.
So he got this ridiculously large chain. It has a spinning Phillies logo in the middle of it. It's wonderful.
Like the John Cena World Heavyweight Championship belt with the spinning WWE logo right in the middle of it.
Yeah, you know I know all that. Yep. It's exactly like that.
So where the necklace clasps on the back of the neck, it's
Yeah.
just two dead cardinals. Is what
Oh.
it is. That's how it links together. You link the beaks of the two dead cardinals together.
Like Musial and Horns. Like who's on the back? Like which two dead ones?
And you know what's funny? I have zero ill will towards the Cardinals at all.
Duh, you beat them.
Oh,
Duh.
no, even before that, and they've knocked us out of the playoffs before in the past.
Well,
by the way.
historically speaking.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a lot
So
of
I got zero ill will, but it did make me very happy to upset you.
Thing I deserved.
There's
Yeah,
that.
yeah, absolutely. Again, I wasn't going to do it. You started it. I just finished it.
7 p kickoff tonight at the Rio Grande
So
Credit
did Nick
Union.
Castellanos.
6 p.m. The gates will open. Show up early, get your seat. It will fill out tonight. The weather is perfect tonight.
It's actually beautiful. Again, comparatively speaking to when this game was initially going to be played, night and day.
The
Very,
New,
very different.
the New Mexico United win tonight against LA Galaxy 2 if
if they score more goals than LA Galaxy 2. But more importantly,
okay, so stupid. That's the stupidest breakdown. of all
Thanks,
time.
John Madden.
Great.
No, I think if we dominate the midfield, I think that's the biggest thing. Justin Portillo is one of the best midfielders in the USL Championship. He shows it week in and week out. If he and Amando Moreno look like they did against San Diego, where we scored 3 goals this weekend, I think they're in really good shape and can take us all the way to the postseason.
What's that New Mexico United color St. Louis arch over there? What is that?
The Golden Arches.
That's McDonald's.
Oh, that's McDonald's? Oh, that's what that is?
I prefer arches made of crying Michael Jordan faces.
We're live at the 4th Street, New Mexico Pinon, the intersection of 4th and McDouglas Arthur. Who is it?
No, that's not what that means. It's not an intersection.
Hey, at least it didn't say catty corner.
That's right. Thank you, Buck.
Will you just text the password to the Twitter to Buck, please?
I'm on it.
Robert Gibson, he just starts following the weirdest people when you're not looking. Like, you come back to the Twitter account, and you're like, who's Takashi? Who is that?
All of a sudden, we're engaged in a lot of deals that we didn't expect to be engaged in.
How many pages does Cat Williams have?
It's like, what is Antonio Brown doing in Albuquerque?
I didn't know you could send this many DMs in 1 hour.
Antonio Brown's doing the first kick of the season finale.
Oh, okay. The first thing you see is a Photoshop of Chad Ochocinco wearing a United jersey, and you're like, this tracks. This is on brand for us.
There's just 40 DMs of WYD from the New Mexico United account.
We've had some cool celebrities wearing a New Mexico United jersey over the years. I think my favorite one was probably Biz Markie.
That's a good get.
Rest in peace.
That was in 2019. Yeah, rest in peace, Biz. We obviously everybody from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are big ones. Holly Holm, a lot of the locals. I think for me, my favorite was probably Biz. I love Biz.
What do the three of us have to do to deliver a soccer ball? Like, I don't know. Like
you want to do the ball walkout?
Yes, bad.
Do better. I don't know.
Wow.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I got a trade for you.
Yeah?
You put my name in the intro to the show somehow, and I'll get you a ball walkout.
We'll get you your own special segment.
Duh.
All right.
I'll create a whole thing for you.
We'll figure it out.
And it'll just be you berating me is the whole thing.
Again, I don't start it, Fred. I just finish it. That's how we do in Philly.
Is there any good bands from Philadelphia?
What's that?
Are there any good bands from Philadelphia? We'll use their music.
I'm sure there are.
That took you way too long.
Yeah, none come to my
There's
mind
just
right
crickets.
now. I'm sure there are.
It's just a tornado of crickets and tumbleweeds in your head.
Well, the only one I could think of was Will Smith, but I don't even know if he's really from
I don't even
Philadelphia.
know if he's from there.
No.
Hall & Oates.
Oh,
the Hooters.
Boys to Men.
Hold on,
We all
Boys to
knew
Men.
Boys
There
to
you
Men.
go.
Boys to Men.
We all
End of the road.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, War on Drugs. I like them too.
That sounds made up.
Yeah.
War on Drugs is a great band.
Yeah. Thank you.
Robert, what are all the, off the top of your head, what are the top 5 reasons you've avoided Philadelphia in your life?
Rocky.
I got a good one.
Yeah, Rocky.
You hear Fred just trying to shift away from the fact that he's from a city of failure and talking smack on my hometown.
Here's how St. Louis goes: Nelly, Chingy, and Fred. That's horrible.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Nelly's been relevant in the game since 2000, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but a lot of guys burn out super fast.
Yeah.
They don't have the staying
Rather
power.
burn out than fade away.
That's but Nelly is still as relevant as ever. He's number 1 on all the charts.
Still got the Band-Aid on
what
his cheek.
charts?
No, mine. God!
I'm sorry the Roots didn't pop up into my head immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Philly.
Roots.
Oh,
West
yeah.
loves a Philly
Big time.
boy.
Yeah.
Big time.
Vinny Paz and Jedi Mind Tricks.
Come on.
That's a good one.
You're going a little
That's
too
good one.
deep there.
Yeah, that's too. No one knows that except for me and
You're
Robert.
talking about house bands now. You're literally only
The
describing.
Roots are not a house band.
That's a house band.
The Roots are not a house band.
Listen,
It's
Absolutely
the biggest show in the
That's
world.
disrespectful.
David Carl, go give me a W tonight, and we'll be friends again.
Let's go make the playoffs, boys. Come on.
Sponsors when we get back. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Before you know it, the New Mexico heat will be upon us.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
Coffee. Thank you to David Carl and Mexican United who joined us. That was very nice. United win tonight. They're in the playoff picture if El Paso loses. What we need to do is go down to El Paso, give Robert a microphone on a stage somewhere, and invite all like El Paso fans to this thing, and then only roast El Paso.
Oh, I like that. I like
We
that.
can make it happen. We can make it happen.
And the El Paso comedians.
Yeah,
He
okay.
said the.
Just-
He didn't even pluralize. He just said the.
Just casting a real wide net there.
I don't think El Paso needs to roast itself. It kind of just does it. It just exists.
Yeah.
And you just like broadly gesture.
El Paso to me
This.
is interesting because it's a city that has two sides, like literally one in one country and one in the other, and they both claim the other side is the worst side. It's like it's not how this works. You don't both get to. You hate yourselves. Like, don't let
Sure.
everyone else hate you.
It's self-loathing.
It's just terrible.
Like Kansas City fights for who's the best Kansas City.
Yes.
El Paso. It's obviously the worst El Paso.
Speaking of Kansas
'Cause
City,
the other one's called Juarez.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has been favored in all 41 of his home starts throughout his career, including playoffs. Playoffs. Until today. The Bills are favored on the road against the Chiefs, and I'm telling you, Vegas knows exactly what I know about the Chiefs.
That Josh Allen's the dude.
Sorry, sacks. Not gonna happen. Not gonna win. Not this week.
The Bills took a half of football off against the Steelers. They only needed like 12 minutes to embarrass the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. Of course they're going to be favored in every single game that they play all year.
The Buffalo coaching staff showed up for like team meetings on Tuesday morning, and they're like, okay, here's the plan, Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're done. We're ready to go. You pack it up early tonight, boys. Go watch The Bachelorette.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, Travis, 87. Just to be sure everyone knows his number is 87, and he is the one.
Stop him.
He's the one.
Save the cheerleader. Save the world.
What?
It's a very niche reference.
What is that from?
I don't remember what it was. Honestly,
man.
now I'm trying to think about it.
Yeah, you got me on that one, too. I know
Heroes.
that's what it is. Yep.
Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
The show.
I mean, Buffalo Bills are finally going to get their defense tested in this game. The offense is just going to be on cruise control like they have been every freaking game, except for that fluky Colts win because whatever reason.
I'm going to say it now. Kansas City's going to get blown out.
Duh.
They're going to get ran.
Did you see him against the Raiders?
Exactly.
And also, every Chiefs fan is listening because there's been a lot of them since one Super Bowl 2 years ago. So every Chiefs fan is listening is like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We get disrespected. This is the motivation that we need. This is what's going to put us over against the best team in actual football, the Buffalo Bills. Let's go, boys. No one respects the tomahawk.
Kansas City against everybody, bro.
Oh, that's for real.
No, it's not. You've been favored in every single home game. It's not Kansas City versus everybody. It's just Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Chill out. It's not a diss. This isn't chalkboard material. It is Vegas telling you what is up.
It's also not even good enough for Sunday Night Football. So don't act like this is a big deal. This is another blowout that the Bills are going to start racking up week after week. It's going to start here with the yellow and red.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it stays competitive, but the Bills cruise.
I think it's a blowout. Everybody's liking this matchup only because of the playoff game they had. No teams can live up to that type of game. It's going to be a blowout. It's going to be over pretty quick.
I hope it's the exact same game.
Oh, I do too. Now, I'm not saying I don't want it to be, but that's hard to do, though.
I mean, the hype surrounding that game, it's like the Astros last game. You can't do that every game. You can't just be like, oh, we'll come from 5 behind in 2 innings. This is fine. We could do this every game. No. You can't have that game every game.
Right.
You can't have the Chiefs-Bills from the playoffs last year every game. It is not a sustainable model.
And also, because, Chiefs, inside the team, inside the organization. Also, Chiefs fan, I'm in, I get it. But also the Bills, and also Bills fan, you're not Dallas, Philadelphia Sunday night.
Sure.
You're not important. You are not special. Cooper Rush is special. He's undefeated as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott, who will return to the field healthy, will not be able to play quarterback because of how important and special the Dallas Cowboys are. Chiefs, you had a cool recent run. Nothing.
Cooper Rush does what he needs to do to win.
Right.
Every week.
He's the Travis Kelce of the Dallas Cowboys.
If he needs to throw for 300 yards to bring the Cowboys back, he can do that. If he needs to hand off the ball, if he needs to hand off the ball and let him get 200 yards rushing, he can do that. It's fine.
If Cooper Rush throws for 300 yards, the Cowboys got beat by 3 touchdowns.
The Chiefs, who just beat the Buccaneers by 10 points 2 weeks ago in Sunday Night Football, they're there because Tom Brady was there. They're not there because they're the Chiefs.
Anyways, back to Cooper Rush. He's going to upset the Eagles. He's going to steal Dak's job. Dak is going to get traded for a number 1 wide receiver on a losing team, and the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl.
Is Hayden
If
Panettiere...
they're foolish enough to put Dak back in, it's just going to be a repeat of mediocrity. You have a chance at greatness. You got the key now. Tom Brady Jr., the ginger savior of the Dallas Cowboys franchise, is the only answer.
Was Hayden Panettiere the cheerleader?
Yes, that is correct. Now you remember those commercials?
No, but
I never watched the show.
Never watched
I just remembered the commercials.
I have not watched a commercial since 1999 and TiVo came out.
Okay, that's when this show came out, so you should have seen this one.
There's no way that's true because Hayden Panettiere was in Remember the Titans, and Remember the Titans came out when I was in high school. Therefore, I know it's drastically not true because Hayden Panettiere was the cute little kid from Remember the Titans that says, "I believe in you, Coach Boone."
Okay, 2006.
So that's way different. That's like 7 years later.
That's not math at all whatsoever.
99 to 06 is 7 years.
Oh, you said 99?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. That is correct. That is 7 years. You know I don't listen to you.
Oh, man.
You did on Cooper Rush. I was telling you the whole time.
You are a bold-faced liar. I saw this coming. I am the Oracle. You can call me Nostradamus. But I got this one.
The New York Yankees are rolling. I'm going to tell you where they're going to go undefeated in the playoffs. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
As a mom, I try to make the best choices for my family and our health. That's why I choose Western Sky Community Care. It's a Medicaid plan with quality health coverage and special benefits like Boys and Girls Club membership credit, additional dental benefits, and wellness and support programs. I decide which Medicaid plan is right for us. I choose Western Sky Community Care.
Learn more about Western Sky Community Care by visiting discoverwesternsky.com today.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am a Air Force Special Warfare pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years.
burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors.
Okay, we got to take this one out of the
No,
rotation.
we gotta, no.
This is too much.
This is getting me hyped.
This one's too much.
I'm getting pumped.
Nah, bro, this is coming out.
Write this down. Take this one out of the rotation. I can't do it anymore.
It was for me.
You know how
I don't
fast
want people hearing this.
You know how
thinking that
fast
we
I
chose it.
You know how fast I click fade and go on that one.
Yankees 4-1 over the Cleveland Commanders, and I have zero surprise on my face. Garrett Cole's line, 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 8 Ks. That's how you debut for the Yankees in the postseason. Also, Harrison Bader is that dude.
You know, you have him in the lineup for speed and defense. Anything you get with the bat is extra. And he's out here in the 9-hole dropping bombs, and the next person up to bat is Aaron friggin' Judge. That is intimidating to a team. Your 9-hole hitter.
There's piping strikes to Harrison Bader. And by the way, please call him double leadoff the way he deserves. So you're just piping him to a guy that the Yankees know is going to be on base in front of Aaron Judge, one of the most reliable bats and fielder, and just a beautiful human being. Just sensual.
Tell us about his philanthropy.
I don't know. He's very giving to me of excitement for the New York Yankees.
Okay, what kind of excitement?
All of it. The answer is all.
Okay.
Hey, but I watched it. You watched it. And that was kind of it. TBS is telling the world. Are you ready for this? $5.34 million for Mariners Astros. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yep. Out because of hate. Not because of love. Because of hate.
Oh, wait, I got it backwards. Let me start over. Guardians Yankees 5.34. Mariners Astros 2.48. Padres Dodgers 2.43. And you're like, well, what does that mean? It means there's a lot of people from Cleveland watching, so that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But what it really means is like $5.5 million. That's like a prime time number. That's like what like the Bachelorette pulls.
Mm-hmm.
2.4 is only about 400,000 people more than like AEW Pro Wrestling pulls.
Mariners Astros had the misfortune of having a game being played also at the beginning of it, and then a game starting right in the middle of their
Oh,
game.
the exhibit rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like your baseball so much, I put baseball inside of your baseball.
It was smack dab in the middle. It was basically Eiffel Towered in between two other games.
TBS is a legit, like, sports production company now.
Hey, Bob Costas was on one last night.
He's a dude.
He is
missed it.
hilarious.
I missed it. I saw your text, but I missed it.
Dude, he thinks he's like the poet laureate of baseball.
Yeah.
And he gets so much crap because he's so verbose and he mentions things that no one except for me and your college professor have ever heard of. And then he just leans into it and he makes it funny.
Do you remember when Jim Miller used to do Monday Night Football?
Yes.
The comedian?
Yep.
And he would like regularly talk to you about like invasions of countries that no longer exist and like ruling god kings of like a prehistoric time. And the listener would be like, Dennis Miller, not Jim Miller. Jim Miller was quarterback. Dennis Miller is who I'm talking about. And the fan base of Monday Night Football was like, you know, we just like light beer, right? Like, that's Bob Costas. Bob Costas is better than the game, but he's not as good as Joe Buck. But he's better than the game.
Yeah.
Period.
Dennis Miller, like, Andy Reid coaching this game the way Francis Ford Coppola directed The Third Godfather. Am I right? No, Dennis. No, we don't understand your reference.
He talked.
And then poor Bob Costas,
who talked for 3 straight hours last
is
night.
paired up with Ron Darling.
Oh, man.
Got a good voice, though. Got a good voice.
Bob Costas say something just like so beautiful and eloquent and poignant and matched up the game perfectly. And then Ron Darling would be like, yeah. He couldn't contribute at least a little bit.
Quote, Bader's still in the afterglow of the blast he just unloaded. Bob Costas.
That's the quote of the year from any baseball commentary. So if you haven't seen the GIF or the meme or you weren't listening live last night, Harrison Bader just hit that aforementioned home run, and he's talking shop in the dugout to his teammates about what he saw, blah, blah, blah. And then Bob Costas drops the quote of the year in probably all sports. I'll say it again for you, Fred, if you didn't hear it the first time. Bader, still in the afterglow of the blast he just unloaded. Whoa, what? Are we talking baseball? Are we talking about something, Hub? Like, what's going on here?
Not to sound brash, sorry, not to sound Brazers. It was an interesting approach to this thing.
Real good.
Also, when's the last time Bobby C called a playoff series? It's got to have been 20 years.
If you weren't able to see it through your cable provider, you could have went to xbaseball.com.
Yes, that's the one. twomenon.com. What?
Hey,
whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, Bobby C. 22 years. That's what it is. So Bob Costas has not called a full playoff series in 22 years. Now, he has done a ton of cool stuff with MLB Network, Studio 42 stuff. Like if you're a guy who loves everything that surrounds the game proper, you're a Bob Costas guy.
Sure.
His most famous thing, I think, recently was getting pink eye at the Olympics. And that was not recent.
Well, he got blacklisted from a lot of sports because he's willing to call out the
Vince
bad
McMahon.
things about
Are
the
you talking
sports.
about Vince McMahon?
Well,
Is that the third reference today? You're going for a new record?
Look, Fred, you beat me to it. I was going to say Bob Costas and Vince McMahon in the booth calling a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
I'm in on it.
That
And
would
also
be great.
they've been in a fist fight because that's the last time they talked.
Exactly.
To me, the package of the game is just as important as the game.
Yes.
And TBS put it together. They put it together yesterday.
Yeah.
Give me more of that.
Bob Costas is the man.
He's the man.
Like, he's kind of stuck up, kind of pretentious, but at least he owns it and leans into it and does it as good or better as anybody in the game.
Who's got the World Series this year, Fox?
They have it every year, don't they?
Yeah, they got it for a while.
And the problem this year, obviously Joe Buck is gone. He's not going to be able to call it. Like, that's the saddest thing of all time. The World Series deserves Joe Buck. But, and I know TBS is a different entity, if you slide like Bob Costas in there, I don't have a problem with that.
Give him a better partner than Ron Darling, though.
Tim McCarver available? You would think they would give him the pitcher. What's his name? John Smoltz.
Costas and Smoltzy would be good.
Would be
that's
good.
a real good one.
Yeah. I don't think Costas and McCarver is a good matchup.
Well, McCarver's not really there anymore. I'm just a big, like, Tim McCarver mark, obviously. But to me, I mean, because the World Series deserves, like, the best of what you got, and the best of what you got is currently at ESPN.
I'm a big underrated. He started off really bad. The Eduardo Perez commentary has gotten way improved. Even though he always sounds like there's peanut butter on the roof of his mouth, he does a real good job.
All right, so I'm looking here at the announcement of who's going to be doing the games. And by the way, this only came out like yesterday, so that makes sense on why we missed it.
Okay.
So, Joe Davis will be doing it with John Smoltz. Okay.
For the World Series?
For the World Series.
Okay, not bad.
I don't hate it at all. That puts Kevin Burkhardt in the studio. Frank Thomas, who's very good. David Ortiz, who's very good. Alex Rodriguez. Okay, I'm in on this. All this works for me.
Yeah, that's good.
But still, I mean, somehow put Bob Costas in there. You know what they could do is they could put, like, as like a special, like, in-studio commentator, because they won't be playing as Justin Verlander. So they could put him in there.
How dare you?
And he could give analysis on some of those players that just beat him.
I mean, they already got, you can do Pujols and Molina.
Okay.
You could like prep them for a month.
Real cold take there. Van, I'm going to step away. You and Robert are going to carry the next one. And then our interview with Nicole Dixon will air at 6 o'clock. That'll be very good, as I was able to catch up with the new softball coach at UNM and talk about the team and fall softball and kind of everything they're looking to do. They got a chance. They got a chance to do something special in the Mountain West. So we'll cover that. And then Robert and I will finish out the program.
Deal.
Love
Sounds
everything
good.
about it. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Some banks can make it.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers. We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
And welcome back to the program, Duke City. You're listening to 2 Men On. We are live from the John Lopez Real Estate Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We are powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA. You know, sometimes dinner, but like almost every lunch I do at the 66 Diner. Mondays, that's for the boys, Monday Night Football at Howie's Sports Page. And the weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Robert, I went by Teller Vodka today to hang out, say what's up with the boys, and see what they got going on. And they're doing some rebranding. All of the blueberry lavender lemonades, grapefruit hibiscus lemonades, they're getting a little facelift.
I got to go out there. I got to go by there. I haven't been there in a while. I've done a couple of comedy shows there, but I need to go check it out.
Yeah, I'll take you backstage. We can hang out with Chris. Backstage, look, back at the house, and we can hang out with Chris.
Trust me, that's where all the magic happens. I know.
No doubt. So, Atlanta Braves fan, you got a fight coming to you as the Philadelphia Phillies are trotting out one perennial Cy Young candidate, Zach Wheeler, in your house. The Braves, World Series champion Braves, are about to be down 2-rip.
Wow.
From a team that looked like they weren't even going to make the playoffs. Man. A team like Philadelphia, you got a 1-2 punch with Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler, and you got enough bats to win you games in the National League. Like, this is dangerous.
Well, and does it – I got to ask you, because, Van, you're the biggest baseball fan I've ever met in my life.
That almost sounded like it had a negative connotation.
No, it didn't at all, because you amaze me every time we talk baseball, stuff that you just know off the top of your head. But I have to ask you, did you see this happening with these teams, 100-plus wins? Everyone's like, oh, it's a shoe-in. These are the teams that will be here at the end. Is this surprising to you?
That these two teams that are in the playoffs, no, not at all. I had Braves and Phillies. I had Braves, Mets, and Phillies all making it to the playoffs.
No.
Year.
What I mean is them having the trouble or the early exit. Because
no.
nobody had, let's be real, nobody had the Mets losing the way that they did. And nobody's had the Braves coming up on an 0-2 coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, that is correct. The Braves are a good team top to bottom, but their ace got shelled in game 1, and now they're facing Phillies ace. You know, you got Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, flip them, whatever. You got 1A and 1B. Both of these dudes are absolutely lights out, and they can go the distance. I mean, these are 110, 120 pitch guys who can eat up a bunch of innings for your baseball team. I thought the Braves would win game 1, the Phillies would win game 2, but it looks like all things being equal here, they got a tough road against them with Zach Wheeler on the bump. And, you know, Kyle Wright, who is young, the pitcher for the Braves tonight, he's young, he's on his way up, and he's had like a really good season, but he doesn't have a track record of success. And I believe, I could be wrong, this is his first top of the rotation playoff start here this year. So he's got his hands full tonight against a Phillies lineup that can pop. I mean, Kyle Schwarber led the National League in home runs, and he's leading off the game. Like, much like the Yankees bat Aaron Judge.
Right.
You got Kyle Schwarber, the home run leader in the National League, leads off, and then 4 straight dudes after him who could bop.
Yeah.
So the Phillies, man, you know, this happens every year to some team in the playoffs, you know, and it always seems – go ahead.
I'm just in this – like, to me, it just feels like – I was going to say what you said. One team always catches it when it comes to the Major League Baseball playoffs. But this year just seems a little different. It's more than one team. Like, I had the Mets going. I did not have the Braves being in trouble this early. And it's like, it's just the beginning. So it's just a wild ride already.
Yeah, and the way that I'm viewing the Phillies right now, with a really top-heavy, they got 2 aces, and then they got a few dudes who can go after that. I mean, their friggin' 5th pitcher is Noah Syndergaard. Like, if he's your number 5,
Sheesh.
You got a good rotation.
Yeah.
He's not who he was before the injuries, but he can still go. And then they got a lineup that can bop, and you got Bryce Harper, who at any moment can take over a baseball game.
Oh.
So the Phillies might be those dudes this year, like we saw from the Braves last year. We saw from the Nationals 3 years ago. Like, there's always one every year, and I don't see why it can't be the Phillies this year. But Zach Wheeler's got to do his thing tonight. He's got to hold the Braves down, and then you're going back to Philly with a 2-0 lead. That's a really good feeling for a ball club that barely snuck into the playoffs.
I have a confession, Van.
Yo.
Bryce Harper, hate his face. I do not like Bryce Harper, and it has nothing to do with how he plays baseball. I just feel like I don't like his face. I don't like that. I just feel like he's been like the golden child. I don't like the dude, man.
I love the way he plays. Like, he plays hard. He plays with a lot of heart. Hey, and I know we're up against it. We got to go to commercial, but yeah, he plays hard. He plays with a lot of heart, and I love his swing. Like, he swings out of his shoes every single pitch, and I love watching guys like that.
I don't care about none of that. I just don't like his face.
If you've been watching us on Comcast 26, that's it for us, but we will be here on TalkABQ.com, the TuneIn app, the KNML app, of course, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You've been listening to 2 Men On, and we're going to turn it back over to Fred Slow and our in the on-deck circle and new super producer Robert Buck D. Gibson. More sports and sports-adjacent content when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Hi everyone, my name is Master Sergeant Jacob Groves. I am an Air Force Special Warfare Pararescueman. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Network and New Mexico Youth Sports. Air Force Special Warfare operators are critical thinkers. They maintain a high level of fitness, they take initiative, and they don't quit. For more information on Air Force Special Warfare, contact me at the number listed below.
U.S. Air Force Special Warfare are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company. Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better